Morning, fellas. Been a long time since I've done a video. And after working till 6 in the morning, 10 last night to 6 in the morning, having my shower plumbing go, which is thankfully now fixed, I deserve a good shave. I haven't done a video in a while, so I figured I'd do one. I'm going to use my main hardware. I'm going to use what I've been using for my main hardware for the past couple of weeks now. Y'all going to look at me crazy. This is a Syntex and Omega, my second brush. My first being my Caswell Massey 41402 here. I'm going to use Derby. That weird aroma that it really does grow on you. Once it's an acquired taste like beer. Your first beer you probably didn't like. This, and now I smell it and I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's a barbershop scent. It's not your typical barbershop fragrance, but it's barbershop scent. Something you'd smell in a barbershop. It's meant to be clean. It's not meant to smell pretty. It's meant to smell clean. That's my take on it. But I'm going to try something I don't normally do. I'm going to use a pre-shave, a shave oil actually. Somerset's, the Maximum Glide. Somerset's Grooming for Men, Henley on Thames, Maximum Glide Extra Sensitive. There's a whole bunch of stuff in it. Whole bunch of stuff. I don't even know the list, but let's pop some of this on. There we go. It smells very nice. Almost medicinal. Woody. Hit a menthol. It's got a lot of jojoba oil in it, so that's good for your face or for your skin in general. There we go. Rinse that off. Yeah, menthol starts to kick right in a good way. Let's soak the brush. And load it. What got me thinking about it, doing this today too, is I was promoted. I was a dealer, which always makes people go, you're a dealer, a card dealer. Always have to add that part in, Yeah, I'm a dealer, card dealer, work at a casino. No, I'm not trying to sell you drugs. But I just got promoted to a floor supervisor. Basically, I watch the dealers and give people free drinks if they're nice or playing lots of money. And I've been getting a lot more mobility, and I've been wearing a lot of my favorite fragrances, which happen to be older style fragrances. I'm talking like my favorite new style fragrance would be Cody Aspen. And I've been getting, I'm seeing a lot of forums especially amongst younger guys. What's a good fragrance? What's something good I should wear? Really? I can't tell you how many times I've gotten compliments from this in the past month, and every time I've worn this, personally my wife hates it. She thinks I smell like an old man, but everybody else seems to like it just fine, including me. So if you're looking for something that's going to stand out and make you smell good, you really can't go wrong with something like British Sterling. It's not your typical masculine scent. It stands out from the crowd because it is an older scent, and a lot of people then say, oh, well, I haven't smelled anything like that. Damn right you haven't. I smell good, don't I? Yes you do, Tom. I know. On to the shave. At this point I will have to say the menthol in that oil, it's really kicked it up. Nothing ridiculous, but you can already tell there will be a nice cooling component to the shave, and it needs to be a nice aqueous component too, otherwise I'm just going to paste. which I still do. The nice thing about this soap, though, there we go. There we go. I think the oil messed with it a little bit. I'm a little bit thicker of a lather than I'm normally accustomed to, but let me fill up the sink so I can rinse the razor in between. And go. For today's choice of hardware, I'm using a Pearl TTO razor. It's rebranded as Embroly. A couple months back, there was a deal where you could get one for $1 with free shipping. Can't really argue with that. No, new toy for $1, fuck yeah. And I got a brand new Astra Superior Platinum in there. My usual blade of choice for anything. Let's whack. Anyhow, speaking of classic fragrances, like, now I'm on a British Sterling kick, then on a Canoe kick, English leather. Yeah, I kind of like the House of Dana a little bit. And not having any experience from their previous, when they were actually an icon, when, English leather was, all my men were English leather kind of stuff, but I've heard that they are nowhere near as good as they were, which is, for me, I mean, not having anything to compare it by, I can only assume that they must have been fantastic back in the day, because they still are very relevant today, as much as many people may say they are not. And I've been also wearing, let's see what I've been wearing, like I said, Cody Aspen, let's see, Stetson. Another good one. The problem with Stetson is you really have to have a light touch with it, because you go from smelling like, a masculine, you go from smelling like the Marlboro Man to smelling like an old man who took a bath in his cologne. Let's see what else. EDTs I've been using have been Cody Aspen and Cody Musk for Men, which really isn't a musk. It's very, very powdery, a powdery musk, I'd say. More powder than musk, and it's quite a nice barbershop style fragrance. If you're one of those who, something in the mouth, yuck. If you're one of those who barbershop style soaps and aftershaves are your thing, I highly suggest checking it out. Hold on a second. It's right under my sink where all my fun toys are. Let's see. That's it. It's a very unassuming, very 70s looking bottle, and it's really quite nice. It's not it's a very one-dimensional type scent, but doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Like I said, if you're a fan of barbershop fragrances, cannot go wrong. And let's drain the sink and then prepare to clean. No. One more pass. But that leads me to the question, like, what type of fragrances do y'all prefer? I mean, lately, the kick has been the whole barbershop slash fougere slash both thing. And there are always the, my opinion, dreaded aquatics. But what do y'all like? What do y'all like to smell like? Why? Like, I'll admit it. Most of my stuff that I have, actually, I'm gonna say like all of it. I like the smells. Does my wife? No, not at all. Still loves me though, so you gotta give her a lot of credit. But most of the stuff I choose to wear, I choose to wear it because I like it. Really smells from classic colognes and aftershaves are really what got me into wet shaving. Much better. Hot water. But anyhow, as really as far as pre-shave oils go, well, I believe the Somerset was actually labeled as a shave oil, so you can just shave with it. I wouldn't trust myself to do that. I no. Besides, I mean, I have all these brushes and all these soaps. Why am I going to just use an oil to shave with? But if you want to add it to something that's not all that scented or you don't like the scent of, even though I like the scent, I know I'm sick. Call the psychologists, psychiatrists, and mental health professionals. Tom has given it Derby. But, I mean, I got a few nicks on me. Adam's apple area, where I always do no matter what I do, so I just don't even care about them anymore. Tried, go with the grain, go against the grain, go across the grain, buff, do this, do that. Still nicks. Whatever. But this is nice. I've gotten pretty well acquainted with the post-shave feel of Derby after using it for a while, and this adds a nice little touch to it. My skin feels good. Nice little menthol rush through the whole shave, which is really nice. And now to finish it off with one of my favorites. I mean, if anything, get British Sterling for the bottle. That metal top with the glass bottom, it just looks so awesome. But the smell. the smell is just British Sterling. Just, it's an icon. Really, it is. You can't go wrong with British Sterling in your wardrobe. And like I say, if you're a guy who's, I've seen a few on a few of the forums, guys going, what's a good scent to wear? I can't tell you. And I mean, working in a casino, working nights, seeing approximately, for easy 150 people every night, and getting compliments at least twice an hour for 8 hours from different people going, man, you smell good. You can't really go wrong with it. Otherwise, that was a really good shave. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you have some really good shaves too. Have a good day.